Hello and happy Thursday. I hope you have had a fantastic week so far. I have missed you guys and I'm looking forward to working on art. I am working on this DiVinica page. So this is an interior page for DiVinica issue 6. It is written by JP Roth, art by me. What I'm working on right now is I'm just trying to get all the interior line art done. So that is layouts, sketches, final pencils, and inks done for all of the pages. And then once I'm finished with all that, I can go back to painting. So no painting for me, if I can help it, until the pages are drawn. So the drawing is the hard part. The painting is sort of the fun, easy playtime. So I'm sure that, you know, there's always challenges in every aspect of working on art and all jobs, I'm sure. But the bones of it and the foundation of it, of course, is the drawing. So that is the part that takes the most thought, the most going back and forth to make sure everything is correct and all of that. So this is the part I want to make sure I have done before I go back to dessert. You can think of the line art for me is more like eating protein at dinner time, which I don't care for protein. I like the dessert. I'd rather just skip dinner and have dessert. Raven Rose, Philip, Kenny, Jeff, hello. Welcome to the stream, you guys. I hope you've had a very happy day so far. I did not get to as much transferring as I had hoped, but I will be doing that with you today and then refining my lines. So avert your eyes if you are light sensitive because I'm going to turn on my light table. So this is the art underneath. You are seeing my pencil sketch. This darker bar is just me splicing together two regular 8.5 by 11 sheets of printer paper to make my sketch 11 by 17. So I do it very, very simple. I have just a regular office printer and I piece it together. Ed, hello, welcome to the stream. Keeman, hi. So this is the page and I need to quickly transfer it to board, which for all intents and purposes is just tracing my sketch onto my Arches hot pressed watercolor paper so that I can finish it out. You know, my sketch is multiple lines. I usually have to pick one. Sometimes I pick the wrong one and what was a pretty face no longer looks like a pretty face. So then I have to redo it, you know, all that fun stuff. Jeff Martin, hello. I had a great day. Thank you. I hope you did as well. Stanley, what the fan art? And Jeff and Philip are saying hello to each other. I'm sorry, it took me a second to register that. So anyway, here is my sketch. I am going to be transferring it to board. If anyone has anything fun they would like to say, by all means, please do so, because this could get a little boring. I have an embarrassing funny to tell you guys, if you wish to hear it. Hello, Black Astro. Do I say hello in a funny way? Okay, so this is DiVinica right here. It's the one time we're gonna see her without her dreads. There we go. That's funny. I didn't realize that I said it in a weird way. You're getting ready for the snow tomorrow. Ah. I did not know that you were having snow. That's intense. In March. Good times. Oh, yes, many panels, Finn. I actually didn't venture a count on how many panels on this page. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 panels on this page. Go me. Yes, it's a flashback. So here she has normal hair And it is, you know, gonna be regular sunshiny day. Scott, hello, how are you doing? I hope work is going well. I hope Mo is doing well. Oh, and Scott, I tried the juice-filled gummies that you gave me. They were delicious, by the way. The weekend is approaching. You must be so happy about that. Yes, I will definitely take a break now and then, Finn. Oh my God, Jason, I know. I owe you an email too. I got home and the shit hit the fan, so I have not gotten a chance to answer you. To write you. I'm so sorry. All right, so I need to draw hair again, like actual hair. Bummer. 2 to 4 inches projected. Wow. Old cycles indeed. Right? Typical of us. Though, Jason, if now isn't a good time for you, no big. I know you're good for it. All is chill. Allie, hello. Welcome to the stream, love. Don't stay up too late. I know it's already too late for you. I'm even giving DiVinica earrings and sunglasses on her head. This is all very summery and beachy. And I have to kind of, you know, think hard about such things because I am not summery nor beachy. Hello, Tori and Dragus. Welcome to the stream. Devin. Hello, hello. So guys, I know I put in my email that I didn't actually say that I was hoping to have this transferred to board by live stream today, but that was very much my plan. Unfortunately, Dawn plans and then shit happens. So Dawn's plan goes out the window. Good weekend to draw and paint for both of us. Nice. Now is actually the perfect time. Should have tracking info for you tomorrow. Jason, have you sent it yet though? Like, maybe don't, because I need to have some words with you. I feel you were a little bit ridiculous. Ridiculous, I say. And I'm sure you know why I am calling you ridiculous. Because, yes, ridiculous. And you should take it all back to your first, not the ridiculous second. I'm sure to everyone I'm being very cryptic, but I'm quite certain that Jason knows what I'm talking about. And I already discussed this with Dan, and we both feel that you are ridiculous. Jason is absolutely... See, Scott agrees. Scott has spoken. Your ridiculousness was meant to intimidate, and it worked. Yes, well, you know. You're also, you're dealing with, Jason, we need to have some words. So, no sending me the tracking yet. Okay, we have a little weird situation here. There's a curl going out to this side, and then there's one that's going straight out on that side. And to me, that looks weird. So maybe I'm going to decide which curl I like best and get rid of the other one. Yeah, Jason Coates, go to number your first line. That is plenty. That is much sufficient. None of this ridiculous second situations. Okay, so she's looking down, and with the kind of the attitude of this piece, I am going to show the top of the eye. Like, we're going to see whites at the top, because the whites, I don't know, it's gonna work with what's going on right now, you know. Ridiculous is the common state of the group. Asking for that to change is a tall order. Devin, damn it. Maybe I'll give her a little design on her sunglasses. So I think I'm going to stick with this one, and I'm going to change this back curl. So I'm not going to transfer that one to board. I'm just going to leave it blank, and then I'll take care of it later. And I'll just have this one. Okay, so guys, I'm going to tell you some TMI. For anyone who doesn't know what that is, that's too much information. So here you go. You're going to get some too much information of the current state of Dawn Brain. I am in artist mode. When I'm in artist mode, I'm a little bit like the Nutty Professor. I don't really, I am not as good at lifing as I usually am. I consider myself a little bit of an artistic anomaly. Because usually I'm actually quite good at, you know, keeping tabs on everything that I need to do. I can, you know, help manage DiVinica's shop. I can keep relatively on top of my email. Bear in mind that I get like copious amounts of email from publishers, editors, you guys, you know, comic book stores, all of that. And then messages on my DMs, and on it goes, right? And I'm pretty good at keeping on top of all of that, and then communicating with my printers and all the administration that comes along with being an artist and running an art-related business. Also, I'm a mother of 3, and I run a household, and I try to keep it clean. So I'm also a maid. And all of that stuff all put together, I'm pretty okay at keeping on top of it all. But when I go into artist mode, everything, my little house of cards, tends to crumble. And, you know, it isn't always extremely apparent. But, you know, this last week it became quite apparent. And what happened? So I tried to do some laundry after Swornfest, and I did really well. And I'm like washing everything. And this is like my favorite hoodie. I wear this constantly, you know, and I knew I needed to wash it. So I washed it, and it has this glorious hood that I wear all the time. It's cold here. I get cold a lot. Mother of 4 if you include Sherlock. True, Devin. Sherlock actually is probably the most work of all the children. So yes, thank you. Mother of 4. So anyway, I love wearing my hood, and I do all this. Oh, no, Juan, you didn't enter a rant. Hello, Juan. You're entering a too much information, embarrassing story I'm about to tell. I'm not even sure I want to tell you guys, but I'm going to anyway, because, oh well, you know, we only live once. It's too much information. I shouldn't tell you. But anyway, all that to say, I love this hoodie. You guys don't really see me wear it on stream very often, so I freeze my ass through live streams for vanity because it did not match my previous blonde hair. So my family had to endure the very clashing situation that I was with my blonde hair. But now that it matches again, you will be seeing this frequently whenever it's cold. So, yes, I do want to tell you because it's rather funny. So anyway, I'm wearing this thing. I wash it and then I grab it out of the dryer and I proceed to put it back on and carry on living my life. I'm wearing it around for a few days, right? And for some reason, I guess it wasn't cold enough for me to put the hood on or something. But I put the hood on after a few days and I'm like, what is happening? There's something in here. And I reach into my hood and I have 2 pair of my underwear in the hood that I'd been wearing around for like 3 days. It was such a like, oh my God. Clean, thankfully, but like, oh God. So now, Giant Dawn needs to check the hood before I put this back on from here on out, because it seems to I had a little like extra spare underwear in my hood, for whatever may occur. Who knows? Is Rocky Road here? Where's Rocky? Oh my goodness, Rocky! Hello, welcome to the stream. Long time no see. How are you doing? Anyway, it was really, I was very embarrassed that I was, I know, I was so embarrassed. It sounds a little anticlimactic now that I hear it out loud, but my God, I was so embarrassed that I spent like 3 days, having Zoom calls and working and just have underwear in my hood. All right, so I'm going to try to proceed a little bit more quickly through my transfer, and I won't try to refine the lines as much. Usually I try to do both at the same time, transfer it and clean it. This time I'm just going to transfer really fast and then clean it after. So I want to give DiVinica some jewelry. Just a few little things to kind of, add to the fact that this is a flashback scene. I had a pair of socks stuck in a hoodie sleeve for a week before I realized why my one arm had less space than the other. So this happens to others as well. Awesome. Not just me. I feel like this outdoorsy, beachy scene, like all the clouds and stuff, I'm going to take care of it in the paint. I don't really think I'm going to bother doing a lot of the line art here. And also I think that the line art is honestly just going to get in my way. With the risk of sounding like I'm bragging, maybe just a little, I saw the 2 new Lady Death covers in person last night and they look fantastic. Yay! If you pledge for either, you won't be disappointed. Oh, that's so awesome! That's so awesome! Hello, Tom! Scott, that's so good to hear. Thank you for letting us know. I'm glad to hear you're doing okay, Rocky Road. How's art going? So I tried a few different versions of the little boy's hand. And I actually had he had two hands in my sketch at the beginning. And I showed them to Jo, and so she chose this hand. So that's the one that I'm going to do here for, obviously. But yeah, that's why this part's a little bit more sketchy. Okay, and then he's getting kind of like, you know, one of those, when you give someone the knuckle on the head, you know, you do that. I went on almost exactly when it started, and we were the 330, no. 362nd pledge. Last I checked, there was only 12 left in that tier. Yay! No offense taken. I love Brett Booth's art so much. Oh, I'm glad you're coming out of it. That's so good, Rocky Road. All right, so let's turn off the light table and kind of see what we've got here. All right. I don't like his mouth, so I did something that's kind of ruined it, and I'm not sure what. That's going to be in shadow. This is going to be in shadow. Let's turn it off again and see what it looks like. That's better. Roger, hello, how's it going? I don't know that I saw Marissa's covers. I'm going to need to take a look. Okay, this is a sand bucket. Hey, so Tom, did you just take your boys to Disney? Is that what happened? Seven, hello, welcome to the stream. Tuesday was spent at the House of Mouse. Aw, that's so awesome. Your first metal covers. That is so cool, Devin. Thank you so much for supporting my covers. It makes a huge difference, I'm sure. wondering if you could demonstrate a suggestion. I don't know what that means. I tried to diminish the details so it didn't show any suggestions on how to not have her. Yeah. The main thing, honestly, is to just get rid of all of the details. It's a little hard for me to say for sure exactly how to do it. But you know, someone whose art you could look at to kind of see a good example of how to draw genes on a female comic book character is J. Scott Campbell. He's really, really good at it. So you could always just take a look, and I'm not telling you to copy him or anything like that, but just see, you know, how many lines he puts, how they're placed and all of that. And then it, you know, doesn't give it that like either camel toe look or package look, you know? Yeah, simple is better. Like for a female, you do not want to put so many lines. Like less lines is more lines. Or less is more as far as female characters go. Sorry, Roger. That is so cool, Tom. Tom, you are cruising for cornering with that speak. That's so awesome, Christopher. I'm so glad that you're here coloring along. Yay! Steve, hello, hello. Hey, I'm trying to see Husky Boyo. Hello, welcome to the stream. Just trying to see if I missed anybody. If I missed any of you, and I didn't say hi, please don't be offended. Just say hey again. I'm kind of struggling to keep up today, which is weird. Okay, so there's just a couple little rolling hills in the background. Lyndon has my ruler. Blues Boy, there we go. I knew there was somebody else I was forgetting. Shit. Sorry, Blues Boy. Hello, hello. Oh no, Steve. I hope your heating system gets fixed soon. It really does, Tom. It gets in the way of everything. You hope you can fix it before the stream ends. I hope so too. Oops, I'm sorry about the language. As soon as I figure out how to change my Twitch display name, I'll henceforth be known as Juan Tom 2. Ah, so great. All right. I don't think I'm going to transfer the palm leaves or palm fronds, I think they're called. I don't think I'm going to transfer them now. I might just do that in paint at the end. So I'm going to move on to DiVinica's face down here. It's fun getting to draw expressions that you wouldn't put on a cover, at least not the types of covers that I draw. I usually draw, you know, the limited edition, higher tier style covers, right? And, you know, this kind of face is not really for that type of book. Let's put it that way. I am not complaining. I love getting to draw those types of books. But having the opportunity to work on interiors gives me that chance to draw these kind of expressions that I don't usually get to do. So that's one of the things that I am grateful for as far as interiors, is that I get to do some of these other expressions, other posing, you know, just stuff that I don't normally get to do. So it's really fun. What? Something about Demon Slayer? All right, I need to catch up. You need to rush Steve Burns like he rushed you at Swordfest. Alicia, okay, please do. Three episodes of the new Demon Slayer season are available in English. Yay! Oh, any beans for this month's rewind? Philip, I have no idea. I bet you Devin will know better than I will. Alexander, hello. This is the first interior work you've seen me do. Awesome. Welcome. Oh, Allie, that's so sweet of you. Thank you, love. Really, Tom? That means so much. Anai, hello. Albert, thank you. Okay, I know you're an artist besides yourself, but as in colors, who do you like? Jay Ferguson is amazing. Um, as far as colorists, I love many colorists. Nai Rufino is incredible. Sabine Rich is freaking phenomenal. Ulama Sanju Nivangune is freaking awesome. Let me see. I don't want to forget anybody. That's the dangerous thing about listing off names of colorists that I admire is I'm going to forget a name and then feel super guilty later. Kylie, thank you. Mana, I'm doing great. How are you? Are you ready to turn 28 in about 2 weeks? Philip! No, I can't turn 28 yet. I am so busy. I have goals, Philip. I can't turn that. I can't have my birthday until I reach my goals. And it's looking like it's slipping from my grasp. You got the mega baller tier to get both of my... Aw, Anai, thank you, love. Thank you so much. Peter Steigerwald, thank you. Devin, oh my God. And then Beth Soleto. She also did coloring with Aspen and Top Cow and Peter. She's incredible. Yeah, so many colorists are just so good. Which is why it's really difficult to color my own work because I just spend my whole time comparing and thinking so-and-so would do a better job. And then I get super bummed out and then I just want to quit. I don't know if anyone else has those times in their soul where they're just like, fuck. Sorry, Tom. But I sure do. Sotello, thank you. The Dawn level is all gone for the Kickstarter. Yes! You guys are the best. Thank you so much. Oh, man, that's so awesome. Kylie knows how it feels. Fucking sucks, man. Anai, it's Philip being very kind to me. I am not turning 28 years old. I am turning 44. But Philip is very sweet and he tries to make me feel young. I heart Philip. You went mega on this Kickstarter? Juan, you're so awesome! Thank you, Juan. You fancy. I had wontons last night. The wife heard enough of my wonton comments for a while. Oh my God, that's hilarious. I know the feeling comparing my women art to yours. Oh no, I don't want to inflict that feeling on anyone. What the fan art? Pick someone else. It's so awful. I never want to be the cause of that pain. It's so shitty. Aw, Anai, thank you. Best birthday present ever. Only them. Aw, Tom, yay. All right. Shush, we're in the trust tree. Okay, this is gonna be a rough scribble right here. So a good portion of DiVinica 6 is actually taken from the novel. So Joe is like, of course, having to mega edit it down. But yeah, super exciting that it's coming out from the novel. Yes, someone is, Car Collector. And welcome to the stream today. I could compare myself to JSC or EBAS, but that wouldn't help. Oh, I know. Then you'd be feeling the same pain as I. Once we're ready to launch the DiVinica 6 Kickstarter, or once it's coming, Joe and I will definitely give you all major advanced warning. Since we are also going to need major advanced warning. DiVinica better never drop a mega baller tier, or I may have to sell a kidney. We don't want you selling body parts, Tom. No selling body parts. You must stay intact as a human. That is important for your life, for your children. I will not allow it. I know, the novel is so freaking awesome, you guys. It is so cool. Joe has had to set that aside, though. She has a couple other novels that are already due, and so she is a very busy girl. So DiVinica is waiting at the moment. But DiVinica herself is a little bit cranky and impatient. So she's kind of yelling at Joe's mind right now. She's yelling. She's being very loud and a little bit impatient. You know it's coming eventually, so you can start saving now. Yes, please do, you guys, and thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm just drawing in some of her hair strands here so that I have them, because I did kind of like these. I'm not going to draw the one in her face, though, because that I'll take care of in paint, and I'm never really sure what the paintbrush is going to do, so it's better to not have lines drawn in. The paintbrush will do what it wants to do. I'm starting to save now for the Mayan Aztec goddess DiVinica story. My kidney is very relieved. Oh, Rocky Road, that means so much. I'm going to read it out loud because you just made my year. DiVinica is amazing. I only have one issue, but if anyone wants to buy an issue of DiVinica, I say definitely do buy one. The interiors are as beautiful as the covers. Oh, thank you, Rocky Road. I'm going to save that and send it to JP Roth too. If you don't mind, it'll encourage her too. There's still going to be an EBAS intertwined, correct? There is going to be an EBAS cover. Whether it's going to go on intertwined, I'm not entirely sure. That's funny, Tom. Thank you, Rocky Road. That means so, so much, seriously. All right, now we're moving on. That is finished. We're going on to this little face right here. Oh, we should be able to finish soon. But when? I need to finish the interiors first. Ah! So yes, interiors first. Kickstarter second or third on the list. Joe and I are talking about covers and artists to talk to, because we know even though DiVinica 6 itself is not ready yet, the artists get, artist schedules get filled up way quick. So, we need to start planning that. Devin, I did talk to Joe about your suggestion, and she's cool with it, and so we will do our best to work that out. Woo! You were trying to sell Steve, but you had no takers. When were you trying to sell Steve? We sure have, Tom. Yes. We have a list of goddesses. And, it's something, honestly, that we're going to have to plan out pretty soon, of like our list of which ones we're going to feature in DiVinica, the series, like DiVinica proper, and then which ones we'll do in kind of like an adjacent series. And so, yeah, Joe and I have discussed all of that. We do have we have an outline of which attributes we want to pull. Now, as far as the attribute itself, there are many goddesses from many different pantheons that have that quote-unquote power, right? So it is quite open to us as far as like where we can go and which goddess we can pull and which pantheon we can use. And we would like to take from as many global pantheons as possible. So yes, we have talked about African, Nubian, Ethiopian, kind of that region for sure. Devin, I love it. You just totally knew what I was talking about. Dawn has 9 months to complete the interiors. Yeah, it may honestly take me that long, just because even though I am cramming, I have between now and the end of April to get as much done as humanly possible. So I am going to work my ass off. I am working super hard to try to get as much done as I can between now and the end of April. May 1st, I start getting cover deadlines. So all the publishers that I have agreements with, that I work with on a yearly basis, are waiting very kindly and patiently until May 1st. Then the cover deadlines come. So they understand that right now I'm trying to get interior line art done. So everything is kind of scheduled into right now. And then after that, I will be toggling between cover work and interior painting. That's why it's easier to stop and do a cover and get back to painting than it is to stop and do a cover and get back to page drawing and planning and switch gears. I'm not very good at switching gears like that. So that's why I'm putting such an importance right now at focusing on the actual line art. So that's kind of my schedule right now. But yeah, come May 1st, I'm going to have a fair few covers waiting in the wings. So the longer you get delayed in the chat, the longer it would take to finish, meaning the longer we have time to save. Well, that's a really positive way of looking at it, Jeff. I like that. When I was trying to exchange Steve to get my blue tape back, you said you'd rather keep the tape. I said no such thing. I have no recollection of that. Bear in mind, Steve really, lowered the boom on me about 5 minutes previously, so I was a little scared at the time. And also, I couldn't even remember my phone number that day, so my brain was on pause. Oh, Steve says, that's because 1 or 2 people in the world would have enough money for that. Steve, you're awesome. That's the best answer ever. I was trying to, okay. How about Freya? Yes, she is on our tentative list. Yes, we absolutely have Peruvian or, from the South American region. Absolutely. She's kind of, for me right now, and it could be because Tom and Juan are so very large in my head. She's kind of my first order of business. So, yes, that is, that's kind of what I would like to get at right away. Joe Mad says, take your time. The geeks will wait for Bartle Chase. I mean, DiVinica. We need to get a ginger goddess in there, a Celtic war goddess or something like that. Yes. Inca, Aztec, Mayan goddess would be cool. Absolutely. No guest artists on interiors. Are you asking me if there will be a guest artist, or are you telling me there shouldn't be a guest artist? Currently, there are no guest artist plans. I did not just call you fat, Jesus. I said you were... Okay, yeah, I can see how you could construe it that way. I just kind of reset it in my head. That is not what I meant. God damn it. Aww. The nerve. Hey! You guys, that is not what I mean. She's gonna make me... I'm putting my hood on and I'm hiding. I did not mean it that way. I was just trying to say that you guys are very important. The nerve of this girl. It's all those tortillas. Oh my God. No, that is not what I meant. No, I'm telling you, never do it. Not happy Joe Mad is using a guest artist on Battle Chasers. Ah, I see. Interesting. Guys, that's so encouraging because, I've really thought about it sometimes of just being like, God damn it, I am so seriously slow. I'm so slow, and nobody's gonna want to read DiVinica if I take so long in between issues. I'm trying really hard, but I also don't want to hand you guys my, like, shitty rushed art. And so, you know, I'm trying so hard to do a good job, but I'm definitely doing, like, cover level art on every page. So I do about 12 covers a year, give or take. I'm trying to do 25 solid hand-painted pages of DiVinica plus 2 covers per year, every year, and each one is drawn to the level of a cover, if not more complicated, because this is a fuck ton more art than a cover. So I'm just like, whoa, maybe I should get someone to help me with the art. But if you guys are like, you'll wait as long as it takes, that means so much to me. Thank you, Devin. Thank you, Tom. Tom, I do... do not put the cheeseburger down. Eat the whole cheeseburger. Oh my God. Have a milkshake on the side. Some plump wontons. I was not saying that. That being said, a DiVinica Universe one-shot, not in the main series, is a different thing. Okay, so kind of like a side story offshoot. That's okay. That's actually a really interesting idea, Devin. I'm going to save that too. You guys are making Scott hungry. Scott, are you at Atomic Comics right now? Aw, Rocky, thank you, love. Scott, thank you. I meant that you guys are large, like, importance, and I'm sure you guys know that, and you're just making me sweat for funsies. Only on Tuesdays and Saturdays. Ah, okay. I shall attempt to remember that. I have a feeling that everybody is well aware of what I meant. Unnamed night. Cheeseburgers are good to paint with. Just smear one on a canvas and call it art. You know what my favorite burger is? The McDonald's cheeseburger. Completely plain, no fancy trimmings, nothing. Like, I will take a McDonald's cheeseburger over a very fancy restaurant burger. Hate me all you like, but McDonald's cheeseburgers are freaking amazing. Are we though? Oh my God, don't do this to me with the fan art. I'm stressing out so bad. You guys are gonna, like, make me die of anxiety over here. You don't like cheeseburgers, Allie? Oh, oops. Importance. Like, when I think about the goddesses now, all I can think, oh man, I'm gonna dig myself deeper right now. But, like, when I think about the goddesses right now and planning goddesses, all I can think is, like, about Juan and Tom, and that they really want me to do a Mayan goddess. I mean, Joe's the same. When we talk about goddesses, she's like, okay, we really need to do a Mayan goddess for Juan and Tom, or Mayan, Aztec, you know. I don't think I've ever had a Whataburger burger. And that isn't to say that everybody, oh God, that is not to say that not everyone else is not important. I also just really want to draw a Mayan goddess. Fuck my life. I've thoroughly screwed up today. I'm so stressed out now. My biggest trade peeve is reading a story with several artists, as good as they may be, and telling a broken art story with different styles. That is so good to know, Devin. I'm saving all of these for my dark moments when I start worrying that I'm screwing everything up. All right. Devin, tell me this, though. I have kind of gone through a few in DiVinica so far. I have gone on a bit of an artistic journey. So, like, between DiVinica 1 and DiVinica 6, you will traverse through 5 years of artistic exploration with Dawn. Will that drive you batshit crazy, or is that okay? No, see, okay, they've just been the loudest then. So Juan and Tom have been the loudest as far as requesting a goddess. It's Juan Tom. True, there have been a lot of Norse god requests. So we're fat and loud. Oh my god. Nothing takes me out of a storyline more than multi-artist single issues. That is so good to know, Tom. Juan, you're stressing me out. I can't take it anymore. It's gone from like teasing to torture. And Mark's just finding it funny. Mark's just laughing the whole time. Yes, Norse gods have definitely been requested. We have resealable cheese packages. There are 200 grams inside. Why are they resealable? I feel like I'm at a dinner table and the family is arguing. Yeah, sorry, Rocky Road. We are a little bit dysfunctional. You just got back from Cece's Pizza? Nice. Yes, Kali is next. At least right now, the plan. Now, bear in mind, Joe is going to start finishing out the novel, so things may change. But the plan right now is that Kali is the next one that will be in the DiVinica issues. So issue 7 is Kali. I'm super excited about drawing her. And then I may just be drawing other goddesses for funsies. No, Juan, I beg of you, please don't make a t-shirt of it. I beg you. I actually hear that quite a bit in the shop. Comic readers are not happy with inconsistent creative teams. Scott, thank you. Guys, this kind of feedback means so, so much. Not like I'm at all planning to not draw it. This is my life's work. But I get discouraged sometimes just being like, oh my god, I'm so slow. Maybe I should have somebody help me and, you know, we work in tandem or something. My shirt will be a plump wonton. No. No. My sister loves chili con carne but hates cheese. Has cheese in it. She asked if she can get one without. Sure, the waitress asked if we wanted fries. My sister said yes. They put the fries in the chili. So, bear in mind, it has not been the intent to change artists. Like, please know that. It has never been the intention. That is not our plan. We have never talked about that. We have never thought about it. But in my dark moments, I feel so guilty that I'm slow. So this is just really encouraging for my dark moments. I'll wear the shirt that says fat. Tom will wear the shirt that says loud. Oh my God, you guys, stop. Background artists are okay, like what Benitez does on Lady Mechanica, because Homie is a slow artist too. Yeah, background artists would be great, telling you. Backgrounds make me so slow. They really slow me down. But then again, right now, I don't feel like I deserve to get a background artist until I'm better at doing them myself. So that at least I can kind of console myself with like, well, I could, but I don't have the time. If I get one DiVinica per year, I'm okay with it. Oh, hearts, you guys, thank you. Are the breakdowns hard to do? Most work involved preparing your layouts. No, honestly, the layouts are really quite fun. I really enjoy doing the layouts, and honestly, doing page breakup, like breaking up a page like this, art-wise is actually easier. Because you don't have to draw the entire scene. So if I needed to fill a full page with a beach scene, well, then I'd have to figure out their pose. This way I can just kind of fucking cut it, So panels make it much easier, but there is an element to trying to make the panels interesting. So there's a learning curve there, and I'm still in that learning curve. I'm trying to learn how to do storytelling. Pacing is a really big thing. Bigger panels slow down the eye. Lots of tiny panels speed up the story because I don't know, there's something about it that speeds up the story. Bigger, full page images slow it down. Splash pages slow it down. If you want a crashing scene, then it's a dynamic panel and you would make it like a slash. There's all these different ways that you can do it to make the page interesting, and that's where I'm at right now. So this page, Joe and I kind of went off book and kept it all square and rectangle, which is something we pretty much never do. But we're trying to be a little bit more classic comic with this issue. But yeah, I wouldn't say that that's really the hardest part. It's mostly just the draw time, just actually sitting down, getting a few hours to rub together, which is really difficult for me, and getting to actual art. And then trying to make sure it looks good. And for me, it's to kind of know when to call it, when to say when, because I am, for all intents and purposes, a cover artist. So it's very tempting for me and I can't keep myself from not doing it. I make every interior page cover quality, and that of course makes the book take really long. I like the idea of the core team doing the art on the main book, and then if you want to pull others in, do a Tales of type book where you put different folks on it for a 3 to 4 issue story arc. Very cool. We should try to get Joe to stream. I think he goes live sometimes. Lots of webtoon comics have started, ended by issue 2 or 3. Some never continued. Yeah, I mean, because really when you start sitting down to the reality of how much time art takes, it can be a rude awakening. Thank you, Rocky Road. That means so much. I enjoy the books even more because I saw the majority of the art coming together, so the wait for the book is incentivized by letting us see the process. Aw, thank you, Devin. That's a lie. You are as much an interior artist as you are a cover artist to me. Thank you, Devin. Truly. I'm trying more and more to become thought of more and more as an interior artist as well. I guess what I mean is I'm thought of as a cover artist. I'm known as a cover artist. Thank you, Tom. Yay! What's the Kirby style? Trying to do a book yourself is so hard, but I got the creativity down. Just time to draw, and I can make stick figures. Nice. Thank you, Tom. I was literally just filling in. It was like a last minute fill-in situation. I wasn't gonna be doing any of it. Oh, you were only kidding. I see. Oh, just block panels. Yeah, Joe and I like to move them around a little bit. Like this page is pretty rectangular, so like tomorrow, hopefully if I have some time, I'm going to be working on the final 2 pages that need actual layouts. Then page 25, which is my last page of actual art, is going to be more of a splash page. So that one, I'm going to treat it more like a cover. So that one's going to be, yeah, I'm going to handle it like a cover, and I'm going to do that early next week. But I am, for the next 2 pages are kind of the continuation and finishing of this particular 3-page set of story, right? And I want to try to give them more, I don't know, like one thought I've had is almost like those kamikaze rays radiating out from a centralized panel. Now, I'm not really sure how that will work. So I've tried a couple times and it hasn't quite fit. So I might need to decide that that's not really telling the story correctly, and I may need to pivot into a different direction. But like, yeah, I'd like to try to do something like that so that, you know, we have the like rectangular panels here, but then in the next one it kind of goes in a completely different direction so that it's fun when you flip the page, when you flip from page to page. It has, you know, some visual interest and dynamism, you know? So yes, block panels do have that kind of feel to it. And I think that block panels do have their time and place, and especially if it works with the emotion of the page. And here they really, really work. In the next one, dynamic panels will also work better. So however I do them, I do want the panel planning to be more dynamic. And so my kamikaze rays that JP Roth and I had kind of talked about doing weren't working because there was too much to fit on the page. We've now added a page to that segment. So I should maybe theoretically be able to pull it off now, but I'll see. . Joyanne, hello, lovely. It's so good to see you. Took me years to finally finish one of my stories I'm writing, and my friend is cute. She can't concentrate or get it in her head if she reads it right now, so she makes herself her own audiobook. Aw! So one thing that JP Roth and I did with this page is when I showed her the layout, the sketch, we both reread through the script together and tried to see if the expressions that I drew on the characters were right for the script. And of course, Jo knows the script backwards and forwards. She wrote it, right? For me, sometimes I'll get the emotion not quite right. You know, I'll be focusing more on the art and then I kind of miss it on the expression. So there were a couple places that are different in my actual sketch to this. So like on the computer, I kind of adjusted the expression, changed the eyebrows, did things like that to get the expression a little bit more correct with the words that are coming out of their mouths, you know? So that's something that she and I worked on together. Because I really run everything by JP Roth before I go to ink. Because once it's in ink, then, you know, there's nothing I can do. Especially because if it's a regular page that I'm going to scan and digitally color, well, I can either fix it digitally and carry on living my life, or I can white it out and just ink over that. On a page that I'm going to watercolor, there's no going back. If I white it out and re-ink over it, watercolor's not going to stick to that part of the page. So then I'm going to have to switch to acrylic or oil, and it just makes everything so much more complicated. So it's really important that at this stage of the art, it is solid. Nothing needs to change. Everything has been approved, etc., etc. Yeah, we're pretty tight when it comes to the process. I'm sure I waste copious amounts of Jo's time. Yeah, a lot of her time. But yes, we're pretty tight when it comes to how much back and forth the book goes through and how much we scrutinize every little element of it and every panel and is it facing the right way. I mean, we went back and forth so many times on which way DiVinica would be facing here as compared to the panel before on the previous page where she is seeing him out the window. And we're deciding and we're checking from the book here, which window would she be looking out of and where would he be sitting and which door would she be exiting from so that this would all work correctly. Like we don't want any gotchas. I have no idea what the fan art. I'm so sorry. Joyanne, I'm reading yours now. Sam, he has been drawing up a storm lately to get ready for Calgary Comic Con. Yay! So when I saw your thumbnails, I said, hey, you do this too? Oh, that's so awesome, Joyanne. You're so supportive of Sammy. I love it. The old days of panels, it was easier to redo a panel. You can paste over the original with a new one. You know what, Seven Links? I feel like an idiot because I should have thought of that. That is something I could theoretically do in a panel. Creepyish, hello. Okay, you're Manga Kid. Welcome. When I talk about how amazing you are, Rocky Road, you're such a sweetheart. You never need to worry about pronouncing my name incorrectly. It's my name's fault for being impossible to read. But my name, I pronounce it McTeigue. So just pretend it's McTeigue. TEG. Forget all the other shit. It's, don't worry about it. Just pretend it's TEG, tag. And yeah, sorry. Jay Satori, hello. Welcome to the stream. Juan and Tom, I'm sorry again. I meant no offense, no hurt, and most certainly not the way you're taking it. Yes, McTeigue. But guys, if you say McTeigue, it doesn't matter. I truly don't care. It's not a big deal. My brother gave up and he just says McTeigue now. He just pronounces it that way. I will never model that gold dress. I love you too, Tom, and I meant no offense. Every time I try to explain myself, it just, I dig myself deeper into the hole. But just, let's put it this way, a big heart around my head for you and Tom, and for everyone else too. This is the heart. Yeah, 24%. That's all you get, what the fan art. The red gold dress. You're giving me shit love. Good evening, Matthew. I'm doing great. How are you? Your McTeigism are one of your most endearing qualities. Aw, thank you, Devin. But we will wear the plump and loud shirts in Texas. Oh no. It is an improvement. Yes, I suppose. 24% or whatever it said is better than I will never. Seriously though, I wouldn't be caught dead in that dress. And I drew it, so no hate on the dress. I love that dress. But Dan knows better to even put me in that kind of dress in my casket. Oh no, Tom. Pores. It's been crazy the past 2 weeks. Oh, I hope it's been crazy good, or if it's been crazy, like crazy, I hope you're doing all right. I'm on right now, Jay. And I will be on again on Sunday at 5 p.m. Mountain Time. That works out since you'd look better in that dress alive. Well, I've got to give it to you, What the Fan Art. You sure are persistent. I hope everyone's doing all right with the aggressive Lightbox live stream. It's the Lightbox Live, the one thing I try my best to avoid, but it has been a week. It's all I can say. Thank you, Jay. See you later, Stanley. Mountain time, yes. Not going to be there Sunday. Oh, sorry, Allie. 8 a.m. That's the worst. Mr. E, hello. How are you? How's work? Are you just so busy? And I hope you know I have not in any way forgotten about your, what is it? Medusa drawing. I have not. I think I am putting too much importance and stock into it, and as such I have scared myself because I'm aware of my inability to draw snakes, and I'm being a little bit of a chicken, but I will be doing some study, and I promise you, you will receive your piece at some point. It will happen. Oh, you've been here lurking for an hour. Classic. Mose, oh, my hair was getting too damaged, Mose. I couldn't keep up the white. And honestly, it was too difficult. My hair is naturally black, and even though I do have a lot of gray hair, not enough to maintain it without bleach. So yeah, I decided to go back to dark hair. But I'm enjoying lighter hair than is my natural color. I'm having fun with some fashion browns. Did no one notice my F-bomb count when Dawn said FML? Oh, I did not. I'm sorry. I have not seen the Obi-Wan trailer. Bummer. Have fun, Mark. Okay, I put so much into the emotion of DiVinica's face here. I have got to get this right. I'm intentionally casting a Dawn's giant head shadow onto this so that I can actually see it a little bit better. It is an intentional shadow cast. Sounds like some kind of spell. What is the name of my drawing? I am drawing DiVinica interiors right now. Hanusol, hello, welcome to the stream. You see a face within the hair. Well, yes, because that is a face. All right, 1 second. Water break. I completely missed drawing the base of her chin. Oh, it's water. All right. And then he's saying something here too. So his mouth is open just a tiny bit. Every so often I will do the mouth is closed but speech bubble is out of mouth kind of thing. But for the most part, I do try to have, here her mouth is closed, but she will be saying something at the very end. Well, it is what it is. But here, I did have his mouth closed, but then I opened it a little bit for him to be speaking, right? So I'm going to try, it just depends on the face and the time and all of that. But for the most part, I do like to have the mouth open when something is being said, in a panel. Hanusol, don't ask things like that. Way to make me feel uncomfortable. My pores and my roots. How are the boys doing, Hanusol? We didn't get a Tuesday stream, so I have pent-up troubleness. Fair enough. Go for your life. They're doing well. Oh, good. Guys, we're almost done. Almost. And then I'll finish the final draw. And then we will get to inking. So if I don't manage to ink all the pages by like my mental deadline, that's okay, as long as they are on board and transferred. That's the real hard part. This hand is kind of flat on his back, and that's a little bit of a harder, it was a harder hand position for me to figure out, big time. And I know I tell you guys a lot, I really don't struggle with hands. I struggle with plenty of things, but hands, thankfully, is not one of them for me. I guess I really struggled with hands when I first started in comics, but I studied like a mad woman to get it right. The only hand position I struggle with is this one now. That I still really have a hard time with. But this one challenged me for sure. See you later, Violet. Take care. Second semester university is a bit rough, but he is in aerospace engineering, so what do you expect? Yeah. Wow. That has got to be so difficult. Like, the amount of math that he must be doing has got to be like mind-boggling. Christopher Allen, yes, right now I'm really enjoying manga, and I have to give much credit to my daughter, who has gotten me into manga and makes recommendations for me. So it's not like I'm really cool myself. I'm kind of borrowed coolness from my teenage daughter. But I am reading a few different manga series. I'm reading Yona of the Dawn. And I am reading, but I've fallen a little bit behind with Tokyo Revengers. I'm also reading, what's the other one I'm reading? Let me see. Hold, please. I have to check the other one. I'm reading. Oh, yeah. So right now I'm really just reading Yona of the Dawn and Tokyo Revengers. And then I am supposed to start reading Spy Family. Apparently I'm really going to like that one. Yeah. So those are the ones that I'm reading right now, and I'm loving them. Seven. I have to give Ebas credit for this hand tip that he gave me one time, and it makes all the difference, I feel. So you know how when you're drawing, let's just turn this here. Okay, so when you're drawing hands, so for me, when I'm, say, drawing a female finger, I'll do like this, and I will kind of, I personally do, I don't draw every knuckle. Oh, we're going to zoom in a little bit. Okay, so I don't draw every knuckle on a female finger. I keep it pretty basic, right? And I just do main knuckle that goes to hand, and then the center bendy knuckle. And I don't really bother with this one a ton unless it's needed for some reason. And then the finger goes to a point with the nail, right? So that's kind of how I do a finger for a female. And I like to keep the fingers pretty pointy, dainty, and I give them a pretty sharp nail, but I don't draw the full nail bed. It just looks too busy and too many lines. Never do I draw, all the knuckle wrinkles or anything like that on a female hand. To me, I don't care for it, but you do you, right? And then for a male hand, this is something Ebas taught me. So you can kind of, go about it the same way, but pretty much just pretend like the female hand is wearing a glove. So if I was going to draw the female hand with a glove on, I would go like this, right? I would make it a little bit thicker, and I would give it a flatter tip. And then it would go like so, right? And then for the male nail, it would just kind of go like that. So instead of giving it a pointy nail, I just give it a flat top. So that's kind of how I would draw the difference between a male hand and a female hand. You just give a male hand a bit bigger, more brawn, and with a male hand, yes, you could get away with adding the knuckle ridges and stuff like that, which I personally would not do on a female hand. See you later, Dragus. Every time you hear "hold please," you see Juan's shirt. Unless they're elderly. That's correct, 7. So that's just something that Ebas taught me as far as like just giving, flattening the tip. Yes. Flat top versus pointy top. For whoever needs to do that with a male or / female hand. And I can't take credit for that one. That was a Ebas art suggestion, and I can't honestly remember when he told me that. It was probably many years ago, but it has been incredibly helpful ever since. And he probably explained it to me in the way of, your base hand is a female hand, because he knows that that's what I draw more often than not, is a female hand. So really what he was teaching me is how to take a female hand and make it look like a male hand. If you are drawing starting with a male hand base, then basically take all of that and flip the advice. One second. Oh, that's awesome, Manny. Thank you. Okay, so I'm just going to do light lines here because I'm going to handle most of her hair in the paint. I haven't seen it yet. Okay, last little thing I forgot. Okay. Light table can go off. Whoop whoop. Nope, it sure can't. I need to do all the boxes. All right, boxes time. So, we are going to go with a thick pen here. Something nice and thick, thick, thick. What do I have? I have 0.03, 0.3, yeah, I think that's the thickest one I have is 0.3. All right. 0.3 it is. Thank you, Keeman. Okay, so now in order to make sure that they are a perfect right angle from one another, my ruler really comes in handy because I can use the grid on it and make sure it's all straight. And I'm going outside the lines a little bit with the borders. Okay. Sounds delicious, Hanu Soul. Have a good one. Thank you for stopping in. And for right now, I'm doing kind of thin panel dividers. I will probably thicken them out at some point, just not right now, because Joe and I haven't decided what kind of panel divides we're going to give all of these. They may honestly be something that I paint digitally. We're still discussing exactly how we want to do it. There we go. Thank you, Philip. Siamak, hello. Welcome to the stream today. All right. Time to just start at the top and work down. Oh my goodness, I forgot something. Look, I missed her bun. Lame. Okay, so like, here's my finger, tip of the pen. That's how small her face is. So it's pretty hard to get detail in there and for it not to look wonky. But I shall do my best. Thank you, Siamak. Oh, cool, Jay. Okay, so I'm just refining a few of the lines, making sure they're where I want them. This is when working with a 0.3 millimeter pencil comes in very handy. Okay. So I'm just going to do a quick check on her rips and tears. It's her belt. She has 2 rips right here. Another one right there. All right, let's get a 0.1. Where's my 0.1? I'm missing a pen. Let me see. Sorry guys, I need to find a pen. 0.1. Got it. Let's see if this is small enough. I may have to go to a thinner pen. Good night, What the Fan Art. Have a good one. Thank you so much for hanging out for the live stream. Steve, how's it going on your repairs? Ontario will lift everything by April 30th. Okay, so she's mad here. So her eyebrows are pretty intense. Her eyes are more squinted and dark. I'm gonna have to sit up a little bit more so I can actually reach this. So I'm kind of switching between 0.1 and 0.05 Copic marker pens. And they are in sizes, how are we doing? Is this a little blurry? Yes. I'm switching between brown and black as far as the color goes. Let's see. Yeah, that's a little clearer. I'm just way zoomed in right now. Is that a little clearer for everyone? Hopefully so. Dawn, does the inker ink everything you've done precisely? I ink my own work. I am the penciler, inker, and colorist for DiVinica. Clearer than previous. Okay, good. Oh, you wrote your question down 3 weeks ago, waiting to ask you next time. Oh. And 7, because I'm painting this, my ink lines, really, I'm just inking it to have lines that aren't going to be moved by paint. So because I'm going to be taking a bunch of water to this, and then possibly, you know, acrylic paint or whatever, and Copic marker, sometimes I started working on DiVinica and I did not ink it. I just went from my pencil sketch to colors. And while it did save a lot of time, sometimes I was finding I was running into the issue of losing my lines. And that ends up being really problematic later on down the line when I'm trying to paint it and I can't see what the art was, and then it's kind of a lot of wasted time trying to figure out what it was that I had drawn there, you know? So that's why I'm inking it, but I'm not inking it in a clean inkerly way. Like if I'm inking my covers, I will ink it in a clean way. I'll be working on line weight. I'll put a lot more effort into the look of the inks themselves. Excuse me, I'm sorry. But here, it's really just for the purpose of seeing something. The color and the traditional way that I'm doing it handles all of the light and shade and all of that stuff. So I don't really put a lot of effort into the inking. It's just kind of there. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's a quick process here. Thank you, Jay Satori. Would it be easier for you to hire a colorist if you drew in inked only? Probably, but I'm painting it all traditionally, and that's like my favorite part, so I really wouldn't want to hire someone else to do that. See you later, Matthew. Lots of love to you. See you Sunday night. Have a wonderful week until then, or a wonderful weekend, actually. The whole look of DiVinica, because it's all kind of, you know, it's goddesses, it's textured and all of that. Like, everything about DiVinica is done traditionally for the most part. And so I paint it all, and hiring someone else to paint it would kind of be tricky, and I love doing it so much. So it would be a hard saying for me. Okay, switching back to brown to ink the skin. Renee. Hello, welcome to the stream. I am using Copic multi-liners in brown and black right now, and I'm just toggling between the two depending on what I'm inking. Thank you, Keeman. Do a little swirly twirl. So he's holding some cans, and then he's holding a little handmade bomb right there. So there's supposed to be a little flashing light, so that's what that is right there. And a certain DiVinica somebody is quite pissed off about what's happening. So that's what's going on here. And their dialogue together is so fun. Jo has just outdone herself on this book so far. Like, the dialogue that she has between DiVinica and all the characters that she's introducing in this one issue alone is just so fun. And, you know, there's so many fun parts that just don't all even fit in this issue. So, yeah. Once the novel comes out, I hope you all get it because it's very cool. And I've only read the tiny bit that is written. The rest is just churning in Jo's head. And DiVinica's kind of screaming at Jo right now. I honestly, because I'm not an author, I don't understand that. Like, I don't know how that works. I know a lot of you are authors here and a lot of you write and stuff. So, I mean, that's so fascinating to me that, like, you know, you'll be going about your day, but you have characters yelling in your head. That's just so cool. Oh, yeah, and it can be annoying. Interesting. So you experience that too, Allie? I don't understand that because I'm just not that way. I'm not a writer, I'm not an author. I don't create characters. I will visually do that, but not like that. So much love, Rocky Road. Thank you for your support and encouragement. Love you tons and tons. It was such a treat to have you here tonight, hun. So much love to you, and I hope everything goes well with your art. You've got this. All right, I've been using 0.05. I'm going to switch to 0.1. Alkil, hello, welcome. As I said, I finished one story of a trilogy and I have the other two started. Now a half-brother to the main person from the book in my head demanding I write his story. Wow, that's so awesome. And he wasn't there a few weeks ago, but it matches so good. Oh, Allie, I love that. That makes sense, Keeman. welcome to the stream. Yeah, I just kind of got sick of the blonde. It was kind of a little bit too much on many vectors. That's so cool how the story is just progressing as you work on it, Allie. Oops, I went kind of crooked there. I'm just giving the cans some of their ridges. Not many of them will have the actual, like, the signs, the tags or the papers still on the cans because they're, you know, pretty old. So they'll be kind of old and rusted, but I have one on this can and maybe I'll put one here or there, but they won't be on all of them, that's for sure. Okay, let's just get a few more wrinkles in his shirt. I'm really trying to give that texture and grittiness because it's, you know, he's going to be like covered in dirt and dust, and this is not a clean situation. Yay, one panel done. Success. Ooh, it's already 7:42. My goodness. I'm gonna open up Twitch so that maybe I can see if there's someone to raid. So actually, sweet, Meat Shake is live, and he raided us last time, so we'll raid Meat Shake tonight. Juan is back. Yay, hello, Juan. All right, so I will raid Meat Shake if he's still alive in a few minutes. But I need to draw some hands because DiVinica here has her hands on her hips, and I haven't really drawn out the hands yet. And I need to move her mouth down. So now I'm just gonna give her nose. Her nose needs to go a little bit lower, I think. That. What's it? Hey! No, there's nothing sticking out of my hoodie. I checked. I was very, very careful. Okay, so now I'm gonna do a quick. Oh man, Allie joined in. Gasp. All right, so now her hands need to be on her hips. So I'm actually gonna put a little bit less of this hand. We're not gonna see quite as much of this one on her hips. Going to be a little bit more like that because her palm will just be resting a little bit further back on her hip bone. That's going to go here. She's got the like tassel-y, stringy, torn up pant legs. And this one though, we would see a bit more of her arm. And then her actual hand placement here. You couldn't resist. All good. It's my own stupid fault, right? Hands on hips. Yeah, we wouldn't see this much of her hand either, I don't think. Just need to change it a little bit. Push this arm back a little bit more. Okay, so your hand be resting right here. You all have those kind of stories. I'm so embarrassed. Thank you, Philip. All right, in like 2 minutes, then we will go raid Meat Shake. Okay, so her arm would bend like this. I'm kind of pushing this elbow further back. And then her arm would go like so. We would mostly just see fingers here too. Like that. And then her thumb would kind of go back there. Yeah, that looks better to me. I missed the dryer sheet. Oh my God. No, I was so careful. Okay, finger number 1. And then these middle finger, ring finger, do like so. And then pinky finger off to the side. And then some lines and her belt. And I've got her belt kind of curving downward a little bit because I've got her leaning a little bit more on this hip. Her weight is on that hip, and then this leg is coming forward a little bit. Like that. Then gotta fix her arm a little bit so it doesn't look like she's wearing a wrinkled shirt. There we go. Yay! Oh no, Allie, that is so rough. You had a new jacket worn twice. What happened on the way to a job I did a few weeks? A bird pooped on it. A raven. A big poop. And that was in the morning. Oh no. So sorry, Allie. That is so rough. Well, you guys, not much was accomplished as far as the inks go, but the rest of the page was finished drawing. And I will finish the inks, and then I will be working on more page sketches throughout next week. So I will try to be a brave girl, put on my brave girl pants, and do some live sketches of DiVinica. And then I got my first Olo prototypes. So check this out. I will be doing, I don't know, I got greens, lots of greens. So I was thinking maybe to do one of my little A5 sketches of like She-Hulk or something to test out all the greens that I got. So maybe I'll make one of the live streams next week that too. So we'll see. But anyway, while I say my goodbyes, I will be raiding Meat Shake. Let me make sure he's still live. He is. All right, so we're going to get the raid started. Raid M3 EAT. All right, so the raid for Meat Shake has begun. Oh, sorry, my camera is set to zoom, so it is not good with far away right now. Apologies, everyone. Allie is gonna head to bed. Good plan. You are so sleepy, girl. All right. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me. I will see you on Sunday for something, not sure what. Have a wonderful night, and let's go raid Meat Shake. I'll see you all later. Big hugs and kisses. Good night.